Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the aluminum screen number 12. As always, I am joined by,
Brandon.
and I am Emmett. I forgot to introduce myself first, but it's all right. We have a ton of stuff today, but also kind of a lighter
Nothing.
week generally. Yeah, we have nothing. Let's be honest. We've got some fun news we'll get to, some good box office stuff, new trailer for the new Predator movie, a bunch of updates to other stuff.
The
Some
new
really
woke Predator
random,
movie.
the new woke. Oh, I can't even get into that. I can't even do it. Before we get into all of that, Brandon, how we doing? How was your week? You watch
Oh.
anything fun?
I did watch something fun. I watched, I rewatched Sinners in a theater that was more full than the first time I watched it.
That rocks.
Wow, that was an experience, man.
That's awesome.
It was so great, man. The little comments from the people 6 rows behind me really added to the experience. There's the one. Spoilers for Sinners, by the way, if you're one of the 3 people on the planet that haven't seen it yet.
And what are you doing, by the way?
Go see it in IMAX before you can't anymore.
Hell
But
yeah.
it was right when Haley Steinfeld is like walking back, and then Remick starts floating at her. And this one guy, like 6 rows back, just goes, "Girl, turn around!" Like it's like an interactive experience.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Not to get away from your weekend your watches already, but that reminds me, I saw the movie The Ugly Stepsister last week. It's like a
Was that good? I heard
Norwegian.
that was good.
It was pretty good. It's fun. For anyone who doesn't know, it's like a Cinderella body horror point of view of the evil stepsister thing. And so it's a Cinderella adaptation. But the point, like an hour and a half into the movie, is the point like the stepsister's dancing with Prince Charming at the ball, all that stuff, and then Cinderella walks in because it's Cinderella. She's in the blue dress, blonde hair.
Yeah.
She walks in, and a guy in the front row goes, "Oh shit!" Like it was like the biggest plot twist of all time. Like, did you not realize this is a Cinderella thing?
That's
Either
awesome.
that, or what's way funnier, this is his first time seeing anything Cinderella related.
Yeah.
And this is all new to him. Oh, sorry to sidetrack your week.
No.
That was just so funny.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, saw it in Sinners. There's also another moment where right before Grace is like, "Come on in" to the vampires, and she's talking about like, "What? We're just supposed to sit here and let them go kill my family or whatever." Like, no, we should go fight them and kill them before they can, go into town. Somebody like 4 rows behind me just goes, "I know that's right." Like loud as hell. I was like, all right, fair
Hell
enough.
yeah.
We got a Grace truther in the audience, which is doesn't seem to be too common.
Yeah, that's true. Very
Yeah,
true.
it was great. It was great fun. And then I went and saw the second biggest movie of the weekend, Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. And I've got something to say about it.
Oh, yeah.
Not about the movie. The movie was fine. It was on a big screen. There was like way less audience reactions than I thought that there would be. Like the biggest audience reaction was when Hayden Christensen walked out before
yeah.
the movie. Everyone was like, "Oh!" and they started clapping, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna be in for it." Like when he says "do it," they're gonna start cheering.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare," because the intro starts, the crawl is about to begin. The music comes in and it's like, and then these 3 jokesters to my right. There's like 3 empty seats between us. And then there's these 3 people, and they had like stormtrooper helmets, like clone trooper helmets and stuff, like on the floor because I guess they took them off. They didn't want to watch it with them on. Fair enough.
Awesome.
But they all also, which I didn't see until it was too late, they all had lightsabers with them that they lit up and held up high right as the crawl is starting. I mean, half the screen turned blue. I'm not exaggerating. The screen was blue during the opening crawl. I thought they were going to be, but then I think they got the hint when nobody was like, "Oh, dude, cheering. This rocks." Yeah.
Was that the only time they did that?
That was the only time they did that.
Okay, it could be worse.
Yeah, I was like, but when they put that on, I was really like, "Oh, come on." And they left it on for way too long. Like if they did it at the beginning and then turned it off, I'd be like, whatever. It was like the entire opening crawl.
Oh, that's an awkward amount of time to be doing that with no cheers.
It was the amount of time where I was like, I had the debate in my head of like, okay, should I say something? Like, are they gonna do this the whole
The
movie?
whole movie, they're just
Yeah.
sitting there.
I thought it would be like whenever anybody like turned their
Lights up the light.
lightsaber on, they
Yeah.
would turn theirs on. And I was
Oh,
like, we can't be doing this.
yeah.
But
That I also saw Revenge of the Sith the other day. I had a really fun theater, mostly a couple like chirps here and there, but like people were cheering throughout, just like with the Hayden Christensen coming out, people were cheering. But the guy directly next to me, it was one of those, sometimes it's a packed theater, you got to sit right next
yeah.
to a rando.
Mhm.
This guy, for the first little bit, scrolling Reddit, and I was like, "Can you put your phone?" I know. I was like, I already get angry when someone takes their phone out, but like, I give a little grace. I'm not running that place too crazy sitting next to somebody, I give a little grace if they're like doing something quick. He's scrolling Reddit and I'm like, all right. He does it for a couple minutes. I'm like, can you put your phone away? And he was like, oh, he didn't say anything. He just kind of put it away. Great. Couple minutes later, takes it out and starts recording the screen. And it wasn't
What?
even during like a crazy moment. It was just like the opening bit where they're like going to get Palpatine. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
anything crazy was even happening, and I was like, "Oh my god, why is it always me that has to sit next to these people?"
I
was
think
like,
it's always you because you're willing to say something to these people,
"Yeah,
not me.
but it happened. It happened at the Ugly Stepsister too, and it's like, why are you at this Norwegian indie Shutter movie if you're?" And they were outrageous. Okay, so I'm like row F maybe, and these people are all the way in the back row, and they are just chatting full volume, just talking.
Mhm.
And we're like 2 minutes into the movie. I think I've told this story of my hero at Robert Zemeckis' Here screening where he shut it down immediately. And I was like, I need to be like him. I can't be, we got to be doing that. And for not the first time, but for the second time, I actually just full on yelled in the movie theater. Not like aggressively, but I wasn't going
Right.
to get up and walk back there. So I go, can you stop talking, please? I put a little please. I'm nice. And then
Okay.
another guy who was next to them goes, please. Like really aggressively. It's like, oh yeah, we've got some. Thank God someone here has my back.
Yeah.
But it's
It's a
brutal,
problem
man.
with these like smaller horror movies though, because when I saw was it Knock at the Cabin last year,
Mm.
two ladies in the back seat, they must have thought it was their damn living room. And they're talking through the entire thing.
I
And the
just don't
entire like
get it.
climax of the movie. And then there's like spoilers for Knock at the Cabin, which I don't know who cares about that. But
Yeah,
there's like
it's
a scene where like this kid kills this dude who like kidnapped him or whatever
Mm.
and like stole him from his parents and stuff. And he is killing him and he's like yelling. But it sounds a little funny because he had his tongue cut out. So he couldn't tell anyone, hey, these people
Wait.
adopted
Speak
me.
no evil.
Yeah. Did I say
Oh,
Knock at the
okay. You
Cabin?
did say knock at the cabin.
Totally
I was
wrong.
like, yeah, I
No,
don't
Speak
remember
No
that
Evil's the one.
happening.
Yeah, Speak No Evil's the one.
Okay,
Where the little kid is like killing James McAvoy.
okay.
Wow, I was way off. I don't
I
know what I'm
was like,
thinking. I got no sleep last night. That's all right. But yeah, and he's like killing it, and this like the emotional climax of the movie, and then they just burst out into full on laughter. I was like, what are we doing? They're
dude,
talking through the whole thing, and then they're like, whoa, what's going on here? When he's
it,
like killing the guy. I was like,
it's an
oh.
epidemic, and I don't know what can be done. I was debating starting to go to like Alamo Draft House, but the closest one is like 45 minutes away. But apparently they shut that shit down. They got
Yeah.
it like on lock. What do we do? I went to 3 movies in theaters this past week. I had to say something at all three.
Oh
And
my
it was,
god.
to be fair, one of them was my father who was next to me and had the audacity to take out his phone. Shut that shit down real quick. That was ridiculous. I actually couldn't believe he was doing that. I was so pissed. I could not believe it. But yeah, sorry, getting to a little bit of a rant there.
He
But
wasn't respecting the accountant too enough.
he wasn't respecting the account too enough. It's really killing me. I tweeted too. I was like, what are we someone has to do something about this. Like
Yeah.
I love the movie theater. It's my favorite place. And I can't keep doing this, man. It's really killing me.
Yeah.
I just go to a movie and just don't talk. It's easier to not talk and don't take out your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's
These kids
sorry.
these days,
It's
they be on their damn
it's not
phone.
even just
No,
kids.
it's the old people
It's
most of the
mostly
time.
not kids, honestly.
Yeah, and it's mostly people going on their phone and just checking like Instagram
That's
or
what
like
does it.
Facebook. I saw one guy one time checking his emails.
What?
Huh? What are you working? It's 7 o'clock
It's
on a
like, what are we
Thursday
talking
night,
about? He
man.
was hoping to get a Thunderbolts early screening. You know what I get
Oh,
it?
yeah. That's
It's
true.
ridiculous. Guy at Looney Tunes, the Looney Tunes movie that came out earlier this year, scrolling Twitter, didn't even dim his brightness or anything. What are we
That's the
doing?
worst part. These people don't even dim their brightness. There's like a couple times
Yeah,
like I'll feel my phone buzz like an
100.
abnormal amount of time, and I'm like, all right, but I turn the brightness down all the way
Yeah,
before I put it in my pocket. So then
yeah, like
I'll check it real quick, and I'm like, oh, it's just nothing. And I put
yeah,
it away.
like I get it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just like at least like if I see someone take out their phone, look at the message real quick and put it away, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't care. I'm not gonna make a scene about that. That's fine. But like scrolling Twitter is
Yeah.
crazy behavior.
No,
Or sorry.
scrolling Reddit is
We're
like
going
even
yeah,
crazier.
the thing that drives me actually insane. I've seen this happen only a couple of times. This is going to be the whole episode. It's just ranting about the state of movie
Honestly,
theaters.
it could be. It
But
could be.
this is what does it for me more than anything. And I've seen it happen 2 or 3 times. Mostly someone younger, takes out their phone, opens up Snapchat, refreshes. Someone snaps it back. They take a picture, refresh,
Yeah,
put it away.
I've
What
seen
you think
that
you're
count
so
like
cool?
a bunch of times.
But you think like, oh wow, I have to show everybody I'm at the movies. Like, what are you? Oh, that no, not good. There was like an 8-year-old at Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sure I've told you this story.
You
This is one of
beefed
my
with an
favorite ones. I
8-year-old.
beefed with an 8-year-old, and his parents were next to me, and he was in front,
Oh
and they didn't
god.
say anything. This kid, no, it was actually ridiculous. Oh, I gotta calm
All right. I
down.
mean, if his parents are there and not doing anything, then that's one thing. If it's just like a loose 8-year-old,
A
or
loose
like
8-year-old,
a
yeah.
group of children, like you can't really say anything. There's
It's
nothing more terrifying than when I'm at a movie and a group of teenage boys walk in. I'm
it's
terrified.
brutal.
Or
It
teenage
is,
girls. It's
and they're
not a gender thing. It's just
yeah.
teenagers in general.
And when they're chatting through the trailers and like the opening, and
Yeah.
you're like, are they gonna pull through? Is this what we're dealing with? But
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's, this kid, he's probably 12. I might be exaggerating when I say 8. It's like the opening 15 minutes of the movie. Every time an animatronic is on screen or almost on screen, whips out his phone, opens up Snapchat, starts recording the screen, like phone up like
Yeah.
this, full brightness. I was like, this is insane. I looked over at his parents. Nothing. They're having fun. They're having a good grand
Yeah.
old time. Like, this is insane. So I go up behind him and I go, I pretend to be a worker. I'm like, he doesn't know. He just hears a voice. So I go up and I go, if I said the first thing I said was if, and he went,
Dude, he thought Freddy was about to get him.
because he's watching a scary movie,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's a voice in his ear. He drops his phone into the seat. So problem kind of solved
There you go.
already. And I go, if you don't stop, we're gonna have to kick you out or something like that. And he said, I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to kick you out.
That was my favorite. Anyway, sorry.
You're like you've got like a thin blue line shirt, but instead of like back the cops, it's like the movie theater workers.
Wait, that would rock.
That would be sick.
That would rock. I actually had an idea. I think it would
The
be
thin yellow
illegal.
line,
Thin yellow line.
and it's
I
just
had an idea to
popcorn.
start like an Instagram account or something, and like make it like a thing where people would take pictures of whoever's talking or on their phone in the theater and send it to that account and then post it. But I think it would be illegal if it was
Also,
like,
I feel like that would make now two people are on their phones in the middle of a
well, it would be
movie.
like at the end. Would be the hope. Would be
You
the
know what
hope.
my solution to it is that I've thought of?
Guns.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we need more good guys with guns. No, God.
I don't know why I said that. I don't know why.
No, my solution is so they do that. I mean, speaking of no. But like in schools they have like the like cubbies like for phones. Do that and it's assigned to your seat
Yeah.
at the movies. Like
Yeah.
you got to like scan your ticket or
I've
something to
had
get it back at the end.
that is a thing. Like if you go to like a test screening or early screening like that, they do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
man,
have one employee there running
yeah.
it. When they check your ticket, they take your phone, put it in there because they know what theater you're in
Yeah.
and what seat you're in. I
I'd be
basically
down
want
for it.
AMC to be run like Nazi Germany.
Yeah,
Like I
no,
want
I'm cool
full
with it.
fascist
I
authoritarian
want,
rule at
yeah,
AMC.
I'm so cool with it. I don't want to do it. Let someone else do it.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe invoking Nazi Germany is not the best thing to say that my side is correct here, but it's an extreme example. Not everything that they did, but we'll just be very strict.
not everything. Just the good
Actually,
stuff.
very few things.
Yeah.
Very few things they did. Just the like authoritarian part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. I've also thought about getting a laser pointer and, like, shining it on people.
Like there's snipers in the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the kid in Five Nights at Freddy's would have freaked out if he thought Freddy was about to snipe him.
I actually felt so bad for him. He was so scared. I didn't mean to. His
Oh,
parents never said anything too. I was like, are these people gonna be mad at me?"
maybe it wasn't his parents.
Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was just two movie enthusiasts.
Yeah, they did walk in together and leave together, I think.
Maybe that kid paid them to bring them
Oh,
so we could
because
go
it's
into the
PG.
rated
Oh,
R.
that would actually be kind of
Or
fun.
no, it was PG-13, wasn't it?
He might
Or
have
was it
been
rated R? I think it was
No, it
R.
was PG. It was PG-13.
But they like slice a guy up.
Yeah, but you don't really see it.
Oh, that's fair.
He might have been 13 or 14. I think I'm exaggerating his age every time I say it.
He went
was
from 8
probably
to
like
14. He's almost doubled in age. By the end of the podcast, you'd be like, yeah, he was 35 with 2 kids. That wasn't his mom and dad. Those were his kids. Ugh.
uh, should
No,
we
it
get
is an
into the
epidemic.
news? It
Yeah,
is
I
an
guess we'll get
epidemic.
into the news. Well, how
Now
was
that
your week? I didn't ask you
Oh,
actually.
that's
I
true.
was being rude.
My week was great. Let me pull up my letterboxd. I saw some good stuff. Like I said, The Ugly Stepsister. I saw Sinners again as well. Or
Mhm.
no, I think I saw it twice before. No, yeah, that was last week. Never mind. So The Ugly Stepsister, fun little indie body horror romp. Pretty gross, but
Cinderella.
good time. Yeah, it's Cinderella. It's a little subtle,
Shocking.
especially when they only call her that a couple times. But I watched The Accountant and then went right into The Accountant 2. It is
Mm,
The First Accountant is like my dad's favorite movie ever. I think talked about this a little bit where he like sometimes I just see him watching it multiple times a week. If it's on, he's watching it
sick.
without fail. And it's like on cable on the TV, so it's
Yeah,
like the littlest bar of the accountant and it's all black screen. It's like that's awesome. That rocks.
that rocks.
So
Yeah.
I watched that for the first time and then went right into The Accountant 2. Fun
Heck yeah.
time. Pretty fun movie. First movie my parents have seen in years. They don't go to the theater, but The Accountant 2 got them out.
That's
Actually,
big.
they also saw Bob Marley One Love last year and Top Gun Maverick before that. So
Well, Top Gun Maverick makes sense. Bob
yeah,
Marley, One Love, interesting.
they're a very interesting demographic of
Yeah,
moviegoers or
they
not
are
moviegoers.
unpredictable.
Very unpredictable. And then I saw Revenge of the Sith Saturday, which was just a
Mm,
great experience. In between all that, I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Oblivion. Came
yeah.
out Tuesday. I don't even know how many hours I've logged into it. I am just having the time of my life. I've never played it before. I played Skyrim, obviously, but
Hmm.
first time with Oblivion.
Same.
Adoring it. It's awesome. I can't tell you the last time I just never didn't even like think about buying a game or like watch anything on it. I was just like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting this. There's no world where I don't get this right now. Also, speaking of games, stood outside of GameStop for 4 hours on a Wednesday. Secured
Sick.
the Switch 2.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Are you planning on getting a Switch 2?
I was, but now I'm like, I actually don't want to spend $500 on it because I know
Okay,
for a fact I won't like
fair.
play it enough to warrant that price. I'll
Fair.
I'll probably get
If
it like eventually, like way down the
Yeah,
line when it's like years into it.
if you change your mind, let me know because I did get 2 accidentally.
Okay.
And I'm too scared to like cancel because if I cancel my Walmart one, it's not going to be here day one. It'll be here like in the
Right.
first week or so. But I'm too scared to cancel it because if something happens to my GameStop order, it's over.
Mm.
But yeah, it was
All
actually
right.
really fun waiting in line. It was just like all these people were just
Yeah.
hanging out. I
They're
did
doing
get
a midnight
sunburned.
release at game night, right?
Yeah, game night. Nice. Was that
Game night. Did I
that
say
was
game
on
night?
purpose. You did say game night.
Oh
That
my,
was on
that was not
purpose.
on purpose.
That
I
was
swear
so
to
on
God,
purpose.
that was not, I swear.
No way.
Emmett, you don't understand. I literally did not get any sleep last night.
Fair. That's fair. I
I got
respect it.
0 seconds of sleep.
Fair enough. It
I
was
called
windy.
I called the speak no evil knock at the cabin before and had no
That's
idea.
true. That is true.
Oh,
Yeah, they are doing midnight release, so that's why I wanted to get GameStop. I'm so
rocks.
excited for this thing. I can't even put it into words. So I'm excited to get there, see all my people again. We were all chatting. We're like, we'll reunite at the midnight release.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Mario Kart. I'm over the moon about all that stuff.
Hmm. I
But yeah,
wanna
that
I
was
wanna
fun.
rant again before you
Okay.
move on.
Hell yeah.
I was having fun ranting before about how theaters, it's all gone
Yeah.
downhill and
This
it's
will be
so
the
over.
rant episode. We don't have like
Yeah,
a big we kind of just have news and then
yeah,
chatting. So
but,
let's get into it.
I mean, we gotta bring back midnight releases. I like the Thursday early screenings for sure. Like,
Mm,
I'm going to see Thunderbolts at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. That
yeah.
rocks. It works for my schedule. I mean, but the midnight releases, that would be sick.
It would what a,
It's
how
tough to
about
do, though, with reserved seating, I guess.
midnight Wednesday? Then you still
Mm,
have the Thursday early screening, and a lot of places will not a lot, but a lot of movies, they'll throw in a Tuesday or Wednesday early screening.
yeah,
Because Thursdays now are just like day of release.
right.
Like movie, like do a Wednesday midnight.
A Wednesday
That's
midnight would
fun.
be sick. I mean, they do,
That would
like,
be a
the
lot of
fan
fun.
events, but it's always at, like,
Yeah,
5:30,
and it's
and
also
it
when the movie's already screening. Like it's
right.
Thursday. It's not even the earliest possible showing most of the
Yeah,
time,
that's what I'm saying, like, it's at 5:30.
and they're excluding them from A list more and more.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
It
Thunderbolts is not part of it, and it's like,
Thunderbolts,
for
Mission
what?
Impossible, The Accountant 2, none of those were A list. How to Train Your Dragon, I don't think is A list.
That's
It that would
definitely
it would
most.
bother me more if it wasn't like when they were screening, because then I would
Yeah.
probably buy tickets if it was like an
Mhm.
actual day earlier.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if they wanna make people spend money on it, make it actually be worth money.
yeah, exactly.
But
Sometimes you get a poster. You
yeah,
also get a
those are
poster
the cool
anyway.
ones to go to, but the
Yeah.
Thunderbolts one is apparently a keychain. Oh, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know if
cool.
I Oh, I do have it. This is what
It
you got for the Venom 3 fan event.
no
I
way. What?
It's
I never
apparently a
saw that.
cable I broke it because I played with
That's
it too much, but
that's awesome.
it's like a cable organizer thing.
I never saw that. That's
Yeah.
sick.
So that's what you got for Venom, and that was in A-list, but
Dude, that rocks. I don't have any. I have
oh,
like
for audio
posters you can
only,
kind of
it's a
see,
little
but
Venom with a long tongue
dude,
that can wrap
that's
around cables.
that's so sick. I have nothing.
Dang.
The Sonic 3, they did like big old keychains, which I like. Like they were like massive guys.
Yeah,
That's
and it was
fun.
like you could get, like, Shadow or Tails or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. You could
Mm,
request. They were very
yeah.
nice.
I remember I tried to request one, but I didn't have a ticket to the fan screening, so they said
Ooh.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say that a lot. I find most of the time they'll just let you take one, even if you're not part of the screening. Almost every time, like I got an Accountant 2 poster yesterday when I saw Revenge of the Sith, or 2 days
Mm,
ago. Just if you're just like, I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, it's like it's tough because it depends on who's working there. That's what
True,
I've learned. There's
true.
some people that work at the AMC we go to that they're sticklers for the rules.
Mm, I've
Like, some of them, they'll, like, I'll know beforehand if I need to take my wallet out and get my ID.
yeah,
And some of them,
that's
they
fair.
check every time, and I'm like, "I'm here twice a week."
Yeah, they there's only one person that checks my ID now, I feel like, and she's
Mm,
relatively new.
alright.
But I got some boys there. Well,
Yeah.
actually, when I shaved my head, then they all checked it again. But I think we're back.
Took 'em a second to realize.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
funny. But yeah. Yeah, this week, actually, I saw, The Wedding Banquet as well.
Oh, I want
That's
to
the
see
only
that. How
movie.
is
Eh,
it?
it was alright.
Oh, fair.
I didn't love it. The trailer made it seem like it was more of a comedy than I feel like it was. I mean, it
Oh,
definitely had, like, some comedic moments, but it wasn't as, like, funny as I thought it would be. It was
fair.
definitely more dramatic, and I was
Owen
like,
Yang is in that, right?
yeah, Bowen Yang, Lily Gladstone,
Oh, hell yeah.
Kelly Marie Tran,
Oh,
I think, from Star Wars.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't remember the other guy's name, but he
Fair.
was
I want to
Korean, I
get
believe.
to see On Slow Horses. I think it is.
Ooh, I seen that one.
Yeah. How was it?
I saw it at a AMC,
Oh,
Screen
screen.
Unseen. It
Ooh, how
was
was it?
really good. I think it's in my top 5 of the year.
Oh, hell yeah.
I really liked it. I don't think it's, like, everyone's kinda movie, though. It's
I
definitely
just love the
very
cast.
slow. Oh, the cast is awesome.
Sasha Kaye getting work. Love to
My
see it.
boy, Diego Calva,
Hell yeah. Will Poulter
Babylon.
in everything.
Yeah, he really is, man.
Not complaining.
Those eyebrows do not quit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Will Poulter, whenever I see Will Poulter, though, the only thing I think of is him being the like bully character in the Maze Runner movie.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the
fun.
first thing I saw. Because I read all the Maze Runner books, and I was like,
Oh, so it was like a
I'm not
big
like other girls. I like the Maze Runner. I don't like Hunger Games as much. But I did like Hunger Games. I was just
I
trying to be different.
Hell yeah. I still see him as a kid from We're the Millers.
I never actually seen We Were the Millers.
It's a
I
fun
know.
movie. I haven't seen it since I was like 13, and everything's really funny when you're 13 watching a movie. So
It's true.
I don't
It's
know.
true. I do want to see it, but
Hell
it's
yeah.
got Ted Lasso in it, right?
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, Jason Sudeikis, Emma Roberts,
Jennifer
I think.
Aniston.
What?
Sorry, I just thought it was funny because I said Ted Lasso's in it, and you said, yeah, Jennifer Aniston.
I said Jason Sudeikis first.
Yeah, but you said him second. No, you said him second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I hate Ted Lasso.
Oh my
So
god.
maybe I
so
won't watch
good.
Weird the Millers. I like Jason Sudeikis though. I think he's
Well-
funny on SNL. I hate Ted Lasso.
Oh my
I think
god.
that show it irks me, man. It irks me.
He was gonna be in Multiverses.
Ted Lasso was?
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder that game died twice.
He was leaked like week 1 in 2022 and then never. Anyway, should we get on to the news?
Yeah,
at
sorry.
30 minutes in.
You're distracting us.
All right. I've got some. We did 3 rants in the middle.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of stuff written down, some interesting, some kind of. First up, as we talked a lot about theaters and the experience in a theater, Sinners box office, incredible.
Yeah.
Just 6% drop over the last weekend.
Like
Insane.
unheard of.
Unheard of. It's doing so well. You love to see it. An original movie. It feels like a movie, you love to see it.
Oh, Harry Styles, thank you for joining us. First guest on the pod. It's big.
Yeah, it is. It's a big deal.
Favorite MCU actor.
That's true. He'll be back. No.
What's up with that? He's not acting anymore. He just did that for like a year, I guess. Like he was in Dunkirk and then like a couple years later was like, I'm going to be in 4 movies and that's it.
Yeah, he was like a cop and then he was Florence Pugh's
Yeah.
abusive incel boyfriend, and
Yeah.
I feel like I think we actually saw Don't Worry Darling in the same theater. He probably saw the videos of everyone laughing at his performance and called it quits, and I can't say I blame him. That was brutal.
Fair enough.
There was a scene of him screaming in the car and the whole theater erupted.
I remember
It's awesome. He probably just saw those videos and he called it.
Yeah. Wasn't that
He's
originally supposed to be like Steven Yeun?
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, imagine how much better the movie would be if it was him and not Harry Styles.
Yeah. Just like Thunderbolts. Well, that sounds like a dig
Sure.
at Lewis Pullman. I just think it would be funny if Steven Yeun was in it as a yellow and blue superhero.
Yeah.
Just a funny bit.
Wait, hang on. I did see your tweet the other day about who was the guy that you said we should have been Sentry instead of Lewis Pullman?
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. I disagree heavily.
What?
I disagree,
He'd be
man.
perfect.
No.
Oh, he'd be so good.
Okay. This might be rude. I don't know how good of an actor Hayden Christensen is.
Oh, he's good. He's fine.
I don't know.
He's good.
I don't know.
He's good in things.
He's good in one thing.
Which thing?
Star Wars Episode 3.
Oh, well, no, he's good in the Ahsoka and Obi-Wan show. He's better in those than
Yeah, but those are fake shows.
the prequels. And he's in that one rom-com thing everyone likes. I think he's
Little
good.
Italy?
I think he's yeah, something like that. I think he'd be good. I think he's better now than before.
I only know that pizza rom-com from Drew Gooden's video on it where he just talks about how bad it is.
Well, he's supposedly good in it, I heard, maybe from someone somewhere.
Maybe I'll have to watch it and find out.
Dude, he would have been so I just want him in more stuff.
He would just be doing like Anakin Skywalker though.
No, I don't think he would. I think
because he'd be like, "Oh, I'm good. Here's good Anakin, and now here's Darth Vader."
No, I think he'd be so good. I think he's just got it. I think I can't tell you why, but he would be the perfect Sentry. He just would, and he's older. No, I think Lewis Pullman's too young. If anything,
no,
there was only like a 8-year gap between the two of them.
Is there really?
I don't know.
How old is Hayden Christensen? There's no way.
43.
No, hang on. I'm consulting my friend. I'm asking Jeeves. Hayden Christensen. He's
I don't think he's.
44.
Yeah, see, I think he
I thought
should.
this
I
guy
think
was like
Sentry.
50.
I think Sentry should be older. I think he should be around that
How old
age.
is Lewis Pullman?
He's like 35, maybe.
He's 32. It's
Yeah,
like
they're not
over a
that
decade.
far.
It's over a decade. That's pretty decent size.
Oh,
Anyway,
dude,
sorry,
he'd be
that's
good.
way off topic again.
He'd be so good, man. I do want to see him in the MCU as something. Generally, I just want to see him in anything that isn't Slop on Disney Plus. I want a
Yeah,
Darth Vader
want
movie at
Slop
this
on the
point.
big screen.
Yeah, I want Slop on the big screen. Exactly. That is true. I really do want Slop on the big screen.
Maybe
What?
he'll be in Mandalorian and Grogu.
I mean,
They're
he
gonna
can't.
force
I
him
don't
in.
even think he could.
Why not?
He's dead at that point. I guess
Force
Grogu
Ghost.
might. Yeah, but Din wouldn't. I guess Grogu could maybe see why. That would be really funny, actually, if they made him appear to Grogu and not his grandson, who's following
No.
the same path that he
He's
did.
not appearing to Grogu. He's appearing to Stinky the Hut just before he takes part in gladiatorial
Oh,
combat.
now we're talking. He's
Hmm.
giving him a pep talk.
Yeah, he's like Stinky.
Jeremy Allen White, you gotta.
Oh, I hate how much
Proud of-
sand there is in this Coliseum.
That'd be pretty good. We got the first trailer for Mountainhead from. Oh, I meant to say. Sorry. In my recap of the week, I've binge watched The Rehearsal, the first season, and caught up. Well, not yesterday's
You
episode.
saw the first season?
I saw all of the first season and season 2, episode 1. I have to watch.
I haven't
yesterday.
seen season 2 yet.
Dude, it's a good show. It's a really.
It's
I was
so
having
good,
such a good
dude.
time. I
Season
really
1
was.
rocked, man.
It's so good. I do. Part of me wish, like that first episode, I was like, this is a great premise, and then it's not really that, which I get. Like, I think what they do with it is probably better.
Yeah.
I just kind of want a show of the first episode. I thought that stuff was so
the bit
fun.
where he walks in and goes, "It's Door City in here,"
Yeah.
and then he's like, when they're like
Actually.
forcing him the answers to the trivia.
Oh my god, that had me
That is
crying.
so funny.
He's just walking, and like the cops, like, yeah, there's a hostage situation in there, just like something.
Yeah.
It was it's so good. And then his friend just doesn't stop talking the whole time. They're at dinner and he has to just get it and he tells her and she doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
So good.
Dude, and that guy that they found who was like
Oh,
gonna be the
Angel?
dad.
Yeah.
Angel?
Oh
What
my
a
god.
character.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I
Oh,
was
he's
like,
a real guy, man.
oh, he's like 88. 32, you know what 32 means? Just every number means something,
Yeah.
and he got into a fight with his roommate because he
Yeah.
called him the devil or
Yeah.
something.
Apparently,
Oh.
R.I.P. to his roommate as well.
Oh, really?
Apparently, I mean, I saw it on Twitter. I don't know if
Jesus.
it's true.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then the bit in a later episode where Nathan Fielder pretends to be one of the people, I think his name was Thomas, that's in his like acting thing, and he lives into Thomas's house and then fake Nathan Fielder kicks him out of like it's just so good. Oh my god, it's incredible. And the first episode of season 2 was really funny too. I won't say anything, but
Dude,
I
gotta watch it. Maybe I'll watch it today.
I'm gonna watch the second one today.
Oh
I'm
my
I'm
gosh,
looking forward
man.
to it.
He's
Yeah,
so
and
funny.
it's so fucking
Have
funny.
you ever listened to the if you haven't, you should, the A24 podcast with him and Alexa Demi?
No. What,
Is
those
so
two?
funny. It's the pairing is so crazy.
That's
It's
awesome.
so funny.
I've only listened to the I think it was Sebastian Stan Coleman Domingo.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one. I gotta listen to the other.
The Nathan
That's
Fielder
awesome.
Alexa Demi one is just
What
like
a
wild.
combo.
It's a crazy combo, but it works.
I love the sorry, one more bit about the
It's
rehearsal.
so funny.
This is just a yap sesh episode.
That's
But what was her name? Angela, the mother.
Yeah.
Who's
She's
just insane.
wild.
It killed me. There's a part where she tells Nathan, she's like, eating poop is satanic, and you can see like he breaks character.
Well,
He's
because he's like, she's like actually upset, and he's like, I didn't actually eat poop, like I was just pretending, and she's like, it doesn't matter.
It's a satanic ritual, and it's the only time I've ever really seen a break character on that. Nathan, for you, he did it like once, but on it's like. He just genuinely starts laughing in her face, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, can you put together? Maybe you should just give me a list of everything that's satanic so I can avoid it." And you
Yeah.
can
Or he's like, just give me a
oh,
list of things that aren't satanic so I
yeah,
can do
yeah.
that.
Oh,
No,
he
but the time he broke on Nathan For You is
was
every
also
time I
about
watch that, it
eating
makes me it's
also
so
about
funny.
eating
The guy's like,
pigs.
sometimes you have to drink your grandson's pee. And he's like, what?
When
I've
it
never
comes to
heard that.
eating when it comes to eating poop or pee, that's how you break Nathan
Yeah.
Fielder. Yeah, that
Ugh.
killed me.
It's like, where
That's
does
my
he find these people at,
oh my
man?
god. I started watching Nathan For You again too. I think it's the second
So
or third
good.
time I'm going through it from the
I
start.
used to watch Nathan For You episodes in my AP economics class in high school.
That's awesome.
It's
That's
like
so awesome.
the teacher just wanted to watch the show, I
Dude,
guess.
respect.
He's like, it's
That's
related to business, so talk about the economics of
hell
this.
yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah.
this is an
This
AP class. I
this
can
guy
get college
has
credit for this.
this guy has great ideas. Everyone listen up.
Oh,
Anyway, back to before I sidetracked us once again. We got the first trailer for Mountainhead, the new Jesse Armstrong creative
yes.
Succession movie, right? This one's a movie, May
Yeah,
31st
movie.
release.
Max
I'm excited.
original.
I didn't actually watch the trailer, I gotta be
I didn't
honest,
either.
but I'm very excited for it. It's like a month away, so
Yeah.
I don't might as
It's like
well.
a bunch of rich
Yeah,
guys at a
yeah.
house somewhere.
I'm
I'm
looking
gonna
forward to
probably
it.
watch it and enjoy it, so
Yeah, I'm
I
really
don't need to see
excited
the
for this.
trailer.
The first reviews for Thunderbolts are in. We talked last week that there was a screening,
Yep.
and we both unfortunately missed it. But reviews are
Yeah.
glowing. Heard
Mhm.
nothing but like good to great things. I mean, I've heard a couple people be like, it's not as good as everyone else is saying. Fair
Those
enough.
people need to be put down.
But like the lowest rating I've really seen from like I don't know, I'm not saying from everybody because I haven't tracked down everyone that's seen it, but like from the people that, are on Letterboxd or whatever, is like 2.5s. I mean, not ideal, but if that's the lowest I'm seeing, that rocks.
Mhm.
Most people are
Mhm.
really high on it, and I'm really excited because we need a win, man. After Captain America: Brave New World,
Yeah,
we need a
I think
win.
it'll be a win. I'm
I think
so
it'll be a
sold
win
on it.
too.
I've never
Me
been so
too.
sure.
And this is really the first like post kind of overhaul project, like full. We're still getting some pre-overhaul stuff. Like I think Ironheart is pre, but like movie-wise, this is the first of like, hey, let's focus. And then we have Fantastic Four, which I think will also be good. And then we go into Avengers: Doomsday, which I do fear is going to undo all of that goodwill.
Yeah,
But
I
people will
think
see it and like
they'll
it
get a
because it'll
little
be
bit for Thunderbolts, and then
yeah,
Fantastic Four will come out, and people are like, "Whoa, it looks like a real movie. This is cool."
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Thunderbolts could be good, but it does not look great. And yeah,
yeah,
we said like it's probably a stylistic thing to make it look very gray, but
yeah,
it still is not pleasant to look at.
yeah,
But
definitely,
Fantastic Four is like colorful and it
yeah,
looks
gorgeous. They have
oh
shadows. They have
yeah
shadows and lighting. Some
yeah.
revolutionary
Who's
stuff.
heard of that?
I know. And Thunderbolts, I think, has a fairly relatively low budget. It's not tracking like great opening weekend, but I think word of mouth should help it get some sort of solid. I don't think it'll be like, I don't think it'll make a ton of money or anything. I think it
Mm.
should end up making a solid profit. A
Yeah, I
little
mean
bit
it's
here.
a Marvel movie, so it'll make enough money eventually.
Marvels?
But that's different because that was coming off the strike. There's like virtually no promotion for it, and it's
Uh,
the wokest movie they've ever put out.
I don't think Marvel movies are invulnerable anymore.
No, I don't think they're invulnerable, but they still make money.
Not all of them.
Well, I mean, go woke, go broke.
No, yeah, of course. I do think Brave New World ended up making a little bit of money. It
Yeah,
had pretty good legs, all things considered.
yeah. Remember those two people were still seeing it like a month after it was out or whatever, and the
Oh
roof
yeah, in the
collapsed on
theater.
them.
Yeah, of course.
It's got great legs. Nobody
I
got
do.
hurt when the roof collapsed playing this movie because there was virtually nobody in it. It's a
Yeah,
good sign.
I do think Thunderbolts will have solid legs. I don't think it'll have like a great opening weekend, but I think word of mouth will carry it. I think they probably might have spoiled the movie a little bit by doing that Doomsday cast thing, but I think people now kind of know that it's tying into Avengers, which might build hype. And I've not I've heard the post credit scenes are really crazy, so that could end up driving up hype if it's like something Avengers related. Anything like that.
Well, you know
So
what it
yeah, I
is?
think no, I don't. Don't.
It's Big Bird.
Gonna think.
He
Oh,
makes his
finally.
MCU debut.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all been waiting. So that'll make $1 billion for sure.
It's the famous Marvel comic, Big Bird with a gun. He's
Oh
finally
yeah.
there.
Dude, we've been
Him and his
waiting since
Glock 19.
We've been waiting forever. So
Well, he
that's
was
how they'll
teased
defeat.
in the post credit of Thor: The Dark World, and he's
Yeah,
just been put on
famously.
ice this whole time.
So we've all been wondering how they'll defeat Sentry, but now it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, Big Bird shows up with his
Big Bird
gun.
with his gun, with his
Yeah.
famous gun. That'll be easy
They
for
could
him.
do that, right? Because that's owned by Disney.
No, Warner
Oh, so
Brothers.
that's Sesame Street. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing. Maybe it'll be.
I actually do think the rights for Big Bird specifically are muddled.
Let's see. Who I'm gonna
But
look up
I think
who
it's
owns Big Bird.
ultimately Warner Brothers, but he is like more Muppet than like Elmo.
Hmm.
Who owns Big Bird?
It says
Sesame
he's owned by
Workshop.
Sesame Workshop here, according to the AI overview, which is
Oh,
always
it
right.
says we're sold. Yeah, while the Muppets from other
Disney
productions were
owns.
sold to the Walt Disney, Sesame Workshop retained ownership.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, but he was
There's
originally a
Disney on
Muppet.
Big Bird.
He's got a great
Nice.
cameo in the Muppet movie.
Shoot.
Not to spoil.
Well, now there's no
It
point watching
sets
that.
it sets up him getting his famous gun. So I think they'll finally pay that off.
Oh my god, when you look up Big Bird with a gun, there's actually pictures of Big Bird with a gun. Yes, I am Big Bird. Yes, I am, and I've got a big gun. That's what I'm looking at right here. Let me see if I can drop this in the Discord chat for you here. Let me copy and paste it. Maybe you can, I don't know, put this on the pod or something. There you
People
go.
have to see it.
Yeah, that could be in the
Oh,
thumbnail, I think.
I think that's a good idea. That could be the name of the episode, even.
There you go.
I am a big bird. Yes, I am. Did you just make this, or was that on
No,
Google
that was
Images?
on. That's like the second image when you look
That
up Big Bird with a gun.
that rocks.
It's from Reddit, apparently.
Hell yeah. All right. Anyway, back to
Sorry, I don't know what.
no,
I
no,
got no
you're good.
sleep,
Those
so
are
we're getting Big Bird with a gun
good.
now.
Thunderbolts seemingly great. I'm still hoping I'll see it tomorrow. I'm just delusional.
Hey, you gotta be delusional to have
Gotta
hope.
be delusional.
There's no hope without a little delusion.
Yeah, the email will come in any minute. They'll say,
Yeah.
"Come see it anytime."
They'll say, hey, come see the biggest animated movie of the year.
So true. So true.
Or
Most
biggest live action, I
anticipated for
guess.
sure.
It's true. Many people are anticipating it.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
The live action Toys R Us movie was announced. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
What the hell, man?
I
Who
agree.
is asking for this? It's gonna be bad. They're like,
Is
oh,
it like
Barbie was big, so we'll make that for boys.
I didn't really read into this at all. I just saw the headline and thought it was
It's
funny to
live
talk about.
action, right?
But is it like I anticipated it as being like an Air thing, like a biopic about the creation of Toys R Us.
That's really
Oh, excuse
boring.
me. Is it that? What else do you
Maybe.
do, Joff?
Maybe it can be like
Jeffrey?
well, there's all
Jeffrey's
the most
origin?
exciting Toys R Us movie out there is on YouTube by Defunctland about the Toys R Us in
Oh,
New York City.
I have seen that. I've been there. Well, I
The
was
video's a
before it
banger.
closed down.
I think I've
I
been there as well
I
before
tried
they
to
closed
steal a
down.
PS Vita there as a kid. I didn't
Whoa!
get that far. I thought about trying.
Oh, that's come on.
So, I'm
That's a
basically
little
a
bit of
criminal.
misleading.
I'm basically a criminal, though.
Yeah, you are. Is this
Basically.
video not on YouTube anymore?
Um,
I wanted to fact check that
we
it's
also
there.
we also
It
got
is
the
there.
first trailer for Wednesday season 2. How you feeling?
Don't care even a little bit.
I never watched season 1.
Neither have I. Big with the kids though, apparently.
Huge with the kids.
Yeah.
I think this season's like 6 episodes and it's like 4 years in between seasons. I don't
Yeah, I
know. I mean, I
saw a
guess
picture of one of the kids in season 1 was real short, and now he's like double the height of Jenna Ortega.
I mean Jenna Ortega's like very busy to be fair, I guess. When she was originally cast, she was big, but Wednesday like blew her up.
Yeah. But also wasn't like one of the main guys in this like a crooked fella?
Uh oh,
Percy something?
yeah, Muse from Daredevil. I think that ended up being
Wait,
something
that was
else.
who it was?
I think so.
No,
Or
surely
no,
not.
he was a kid in My Old Ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't want
Percy
to.
Hines White. Oh, well, he's Canadian, so should have
I
seen it
feel
coming,
like that
really.
ended up not being a thing, but I don't want to say.
Uh, man, you love defending these
I
folks.
don't like. I just want to get stuff right.
He has
I remember.
anonymous sexual assault allegations on Twitter, which he denied, calling it a campaign of misinformation. That's usually what they say when they get
I
caught, though, isn't it?
remember reading something a while back that it wasn't why he was. I don't. Okay, whatever. We don't need to talk about this. I don't know. I don't know what. But I remember at the very least he wasn't dropped from the show because of that.
Oh, he's going to be in a movie with Jenna Ortega that comes out
Yeah, I
soon.
remember they're still like friends.
No, but I don't. I think I heard that Jenna Ortega actually took her like producer credit off that movie and like isn't promoting
Oh,
it because he's in it. So I don't know if they are still
interesting.
friends. We've got conflicting reports here. Come back next week to find out.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm
The
not
truth.
here to.
I don't know. I just heard that the guy was crooked and that he wasn't coming back for season 2. And that the little boy grew up now a lot.
Okay. I read this is on the Wednesday TV subreddit that
Okay.
again, I'm not saying
These
what
are
he
some
did.
reliable folks here. The
No, but it's
Wednesday subreddit.
it's the girl that accused him said that she lied. I don't know. That's what it says. It is a whole article.
I don't know. I'm gonna say we should probably move on.
She deleted all tweets and okay, yeah, whatever.
We
It's
should probably move on. I don't know. He's not back for season 2, so
he's not, but I think it's unrelated. Is what
I'm
because he posted something about season 2 and was like,
not in this shit. Don't watch it.
okay. Anyway, we got
Anyway,
Predator Badlands trailer. Looks
hmm
awesome.
Predator Woke Lands.
Oh, I can't. I can't. I can't.
Let's get
The
into it,
amount of
Emmett.
comments. No, I can't. The I oh my god. I'll read a couple. How do
Yeah.
you feel about the movie generally while I pull this up?
I've never seen a Predator movie, but I'll probably watch
Not
at
even
least.
Prey?
Nope. Probably watch Prey and the first Predator movie before this. This one's
Oh
apparently
yeah.
a Alien vs Predator crossover, right?
It seems to be
Because the
they're in the
Wayland
same
Yutani
universe.
logo. Right. Doesn't mean
They're
there's aliens.
that's I do think we could get like a post credit scene or something.
Right,
Or I
because
think you
sorry, go
go.
ahead.
No, you
Oh,
go.
no, you go.
No, you
Okay,
go.
I'll go. So the two directors, Dan Trachtenberg and Fede Alvarez, both were like, "We want to make a Alien vs Predator movie together."
And they said they
So
would do it secretly. Fede
yeah,
Alvarez was like, "I'd love to do it secretly." Would
yeah.
be
Well, then
awesome.
don't say that, then Fede.
Yeah,
The
that's
hell are you
true.
thinking?
I would love for them to. So I think that they should really just go wild with the Predator franchise since they own so much stuff. I've always wanted a Predator Planet of the Apes movie. I think that would be awesome. Come on, that would rock. Do an animated Predator versus X-Men thing. Do Predator and Star Wars. Just have fun with Predator. Predator versus Planet of the Apes would be incredible.
To be fair, there's probably a lot of Predators in Star Wars already.
It's true. There definitely is. There
But
definitely
Darth
is.
Vader wouldn't condone it, so that's all we need to
Oh my
know.
god, yeah. Famously. Would never do anything
I
bad.
love all the pictures of Darth Vader through all the movies, like the original trilogy and the prequel or whatever, and it's like, oh, he's just checking on his female employees.
He's such a nice guy.
Feminist
I
icon
actually
Darth Vader.
I actually don't know if I want to read a lot of these comments because they're so racist.
No, they are. They were
There
really
are some
crazy.
really shocking comments on
They're
here. And I
very
went
upset that
through,
the Predator isn't a white guy, which that
yeah,
should
some
say
people are
something.
mad that the Predator's a woman also, which I don't even it's
It's not
not.
true.
It's this guy can't even spell woke. He said it's wogue again, so no thanks.
Hmm.
Like, what are you talking about?
It's got to be
Like,
so horrible to live a life like that,
I
man.
can't imagine it. It's so crazy.
Anytime a
I
movie trailer comes on, you just have to be instinctually angry.
This guy looks idiotic and far fetched. Love that. That's not even about it being woke.
Yeah.
Just this
Well,
movie
that's
about an alien.
like yeah, this like woke brain rot that's going on with these idiots online is like really crazy. Cause like I saw somebody because Tom Cruise posted yesterday or the other
Hmm.
day on like Instagram and he's like, go see Sinners. This movie rocks. I love it. Here's me with my ticket and I'm at the movies. I love the
Hell yeah.
movies. I'm Tom Cruise. Love the movies. And then somebody commented and was like, I thought this was going to be just another woke movie, but if Tom says it's good, now I'm going to go see it.
It's so exhausting. It really is.
And it's like, dude, Mission Impossible, every movie just has like a
That's like,
female character that like is
and,
like
no,
awesome.
there's no, I can't. This is gonna. There's no. Everyone just makes stuff up for what's woke. If they like
Mhm.
it, it's not woke. Even though it is like, but before the Mario movie came out, everyone was like, "This is woke. It's not going to make any money." Then it made $1 billion, and they were like, "Oh, this isn't woke at all." Actually,
True.
same with Barbie. They were like, Barbie's not woke, actually, because it made a lot of money. What are we
Facts.
talking about? People are like, oh, well, now Predator's gone woke. The first movie is about, like, the United States being bad. Like, that's what these movies are. Star
No, it's
Wars
about
is
a
the
guy
Vietnam
it's about a
War,
thing that
man.
kills things.
Oh, my God. And people, I can't actually get into this. People
Get
refuse.
into it.
My Sinners video has actually given me both the Predator and the Sinners videos. The comments I've gotten are genuinely killing me and taking years off my life.
The Sinners discourse has been rough to
The Sinners
see
discourse, it's
online.
not even discourse. It's people. Okay, so I mentioned that the first time we see Remick in the movie, the first frame is him like falling in front of the camera,
Mhm.
and he's stumbling, and you hear a loud thud because he's like coming out of the sky, like he's
Right.
flying away from the Native Americans. So why'd you say like he's consistently referred to as the devil throughout the movie? The devil is a fallen angel, so it's like he mirrors a fallen angel, and I could have worded it better for sure, but
Right.
and all of the comments are like, actually, he was running away from the Native Americans. Actually, how could he have been falling out of the sky if he lived in the U.S.? Like, what do you think?
Actually, he's not a fallen angel. He's actually a vampire.
What, yeah, exactly. That's what someone said. Someone was like, "Brother didn't watch the movie. They're vampires." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So many people just refuse to
Emmett,
look at anything.
Emmett, my
To
third eye is opening. I think
Yeah.
Remick's a vampire.
Someone commented and was like, "He's actually mirroring a vampire because that's what he is." And I was like, "No, you don't know what the word mirroring means. Like,
A vampire can't mirror a vampire because their reflection doesn't show up.
Oh, that's good. I should have said
That was another thing. Did you see the theory that Sammy actually sold his soul because you can't see his reflection in the mirror at
Oh,
the
I
bar?
did. What are we
But it's like
talking about?
the way the camera's positioned, you wouldn't see his reflection.
This is yeah, exactly. This is 3 comments from the same guy. I just opened up TikTok. 3 comments from the same guy. Oh my goodness, bro, y'all are so annoying with this shit. Remick falling out of the sky shit, bro. If he fell out of the sky in that very scene, then how were the Native Americans chasing him down? And then he replies to someone else that said it. He doesn't fall from anywhere. Why do you think that? He's being chased by Native Americans right before. So how could he have fallen from the sky? Do natives fly? No, it's not.
Does he think you can't follow a thing that's flying?
Exactly. That's what I'm going to respond, and that's my problem. Is I always respond. I can't stop responding.
How
That's what I need
how
to do.
does he think people hunt birds in real life?
Exactly.
Because they fly.
They were
They're just chasing him.
Like,
And also, they're not like right behind him either. Like he clearly got away because he flew by them.
and
Like,
it's
why else
true.
is he landing like that?
I shouldn't have said from the sky because I think people mean like falling from the heavens is
Right.
what people think, and I did word that poorly. But I just feel like if you think about it for a second, and so many people are like, he can't fly actually, and someone. And sure, whatever. I don't care. But someone
float.
responded and was like, he actually just has really good jump powers. And I was like, okay, first off, why do you think that? Like, sure, maybe. We see him doing big jumps, maybe, if you don't think he's flying. Does that change
Remember
anything
when he does
that
a big
much?
jump and he goes, Sammy?
Exactly, that's what I said. People were like, we've never actually seen him fly in the movie. And then people are like, he actually turned into a bat. And I'm like, what are you, like, oh my god, I can't do this. And my problem is reading every comment and replying to the ones that piss me off. That's what I have to stop doing, and I know that. And it's, oh my
I think
god.
you should reply twice as much.
I do, that's the problem. I can't stop. It's brutal. Yeah, I'm not even going to read the Predator comments because they're genuinely.
Predator one is
and I've
just out of hand.
deleted a lot of them. But, like, it's, oh my god, I can't even. It's insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? Predator Badlands.
Predator
Looks good.
Badlands.
I'm very excited for it. I'm
Yeah.
hoping they do a Predator versus Alien thing. I just hope if they do one again, you can actually see what's going on because they are so dark. My god, the Once Upon a Time sequel that's apparently real is
Yeah.
officially titled "The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth."
That
It'll be
rocks.
directed by David Fincher. I still don't believe this. I still don't believe it.
It is really funny they announced it on April 1st.
That's like I think this is a long April Fool's joke. I really
Yeah.
do.
Like next
But
April
like,
1st, they'll be like,
mhm,
just kidding.
I think I
Idiots.
like it's so funny how much Quentin Tarantino hates that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wasn't his last movie,
But
and that
it was. He made Kill Bill 1 and 2, and he's like, that's actually one movie.
that's this rule just oh, it doesn't. I think this is essentially the movie critic, right? Is that I haven't seen
Yeah.
that like, but I
Yeah, I
think
think
at the
that it was
very
reworked.
least, yeah,
Because
at the very
he's writing
least,
the script for this new one, but he
yeah,
canceled because the movie critic was like rumored to like feature Cliff Booth and stuff in it, and
yeah.
so I
So
think they just reworked it.
I think at the very least this is like the skeleton of that, or just
Yeah.
some ideas from it, which I do like. I wish we saw the movie critic. I was really excited for that,
I
but
wish Tarantino didn't make up a stupid ass rule because he's like old directors
it's
never make good movies, but like Martin Scorsese just made Killers of the Flower Moon
yeah.
2 years ago.
And also, I don't care. Like, just make a movie. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care if it's not good. If people
Oh,
might think it's
my
good, people might think
legacy.
it's bad. Yeah, like
Bro, your legacy is that you love feet. What are you talking about, dude?
you're like no, I'm not gonna get into that actually.
Your legacy is that you write yourself into the movie so you can say the N word.
Yeah. Look up where Quentin Tarantino's been living the past couple of years.
Oh yeah, I actually found that out because I was at Barnes and Noble the other day, and I was like, "Oh, Quentin Tarantino's book. That'd be interesting to read." And I was looking at the back, and it was like, "Quentin Tarantino lives in L.A. and Tel
I love
Aviv."
you.
I was like, "How does
And
he live in both?"
to be fair, living
Pick
there
one.
isn't a problem necessarily. It's what he does while he's living there and what he says while he's living
Yeah,
there. That is the problem.
but I was like, interesting to choose to live there when he could just
Yeah.
live in L.A.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't want to get into the quotes he's had recently,
He's
but
an
they're
interesting
wild.
guy.
It was a no, never mind. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's a
Yeah,
very interesting guy. We got some official big casting for the new Hunger Games movie, the Haymitch prequel. Joseph Zada has been cast as Haymitch, relatively unknown actor, I think, at
never
least
heard
to
of him.
me. Whitney Peake has been cast as Lenore Dove Baird.
hmm
McKenna
Rachel
Grace is
Zegler was excited.
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm guessing she's a relative
Yeah, I
of
think.
Lucy.
Yeah, I think maybe a daughter or a granddaughter.
Oh,
I'm not
so
sure. I don't remember. I saw it on Rachel
Lucy is
Zegler's Instagram
alive.
story. I have no idea.
She's
I actually never saw Ballad of Songbird.
oh, really? It was pretty good.
Yeah, I
It was
heard, but
fun.
I just never watched it
Oh,
because I was watching through the Hunger Games, like the first four movies,
mm.
and I never watched Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'll finish that and then I'll watch this prequel. And I
It's
never
another
got to
movie.
it.
It's another movie I got into a fight in. Brutal.
Yeah. Any
Uh,
Rachel Zegler movie is going to be a war in your comments.
yeah, I no, in real life, I couldn't believe what was
Oh,
happening. The guy next to me, the second that she appears on screen, he was like, grown ass man. He was like, I didn't know it's the Snow White bitch. I wouldn't come see this if it was if I knew it was and he started cursing
she's on every
directly.
poster, brother.
I know. And I was like, "Oh my god, shut up." And this it's I was like, "Can you please stop talking directly next to me?" And he's just looking at me. He didn't say anything. And I'm like, oh, "What are we doing?" So I turned to him and he goes, "You didn't have to be so rude. You could have said please."
So much for the tolerant
And
left, never saying
yes.
please.
I was like, "I did." And he was like, "No, you didn't." And I was like, he like we were going to go back and forth for the rest of the
Yeah.
movie. What's really funny, I'm blurry now. I don't know if I'm blurry. What's really funny is for the rest of the movie, we still sat next to each other, and I think it was like an empty theater, so we could have just moved anywhere else, directly next to each other for the whole
It's like a game of
3-hour movie.
chicken. Who's going to move
Yeah,
first?
exactly.
Yeah.
And McKenna Grace is Milesley Donner,
Yeah.
and
She was
Jesse.
on Fortnite Friday.
She was on Fortnite Friday,
hmm
and Jesse Plemons is
Of
officially
game night
Plutarch.
fame.
Game Night fame. I knew you were gonna get it in there. Is
Heck
officially
yeah.
Plutarch. Awesome cast. I
It
mean, Jesse
is.
Plemons is that's all I needed to hear. McKenna
And
Grace
he
is great.
played Philip Seymour Hoffman's like kid in a movie
Oh, the
before.
Master, I think.
Yeah, The Master, I think.
Yeah, that is cool. That's fun.
So
Jesse Plemons is great.
a lot of
I
people on
will.
Twitter were like, "Oh, why isn't his son playing it?" And some people were
Yeah,
like, he probably doesn't want to play a role that his deceased
it's
father
yeah.
played."
Also, I feel like his son's pretty young. Like I feel like
Yeah,
he.
his
I
son
mean, I'm
is
sure you
pretty
could
young.
age him up, but like he's I don't know how old the character is supposed to be fair, but I don't think Jesse Plemons and I
Well,
can't think of his name.
he's 25 years younger than he would be in Catching Fire because it's the 50th games.
Oh, so maybe he would be around same
Maybe.
age.
I
He's
don't
probably
know.
what, like 50, 60 in that?
Yeah, I'm fine having Jesse Plemons in it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really
It's my
excited for
guy.
this. I'm willing to bet that the post credit scene is setting up like a Hunger Games sequel, though. I do think that's inevitable.
Like, what would the sequel be though?
I don't know. I don't know what they'll do, but I just feel like they'll get Jennifer Lawrence, and it just seems like too easy. It seems like such an easy way to make $1 billion.
I
And
feel like
Lionsgate,
they'll do another like prequel though.
I think they'll. Yeah, we won't be like missing out on Hunger Games movies for a while, but
Yeah.
I still think a sequel's inevitable,
So a
especially
lot
because
of
Lionsgate is bleeding right now.
yeah, and a lot of people for some reason really want a Finnick Odair movie.
Yeah, I would watch that.
It's like his whole thing
It would
was
be
he was
dark.
like a child sex slave,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, you could just do the games,
Yeah.
but then yeah,
I mean, they could do any games they want, really. They could do
yeah.
all of
Eventually,
them.
you run out of like characters we know though, and you kind of gotta
Yeah. Just make new ones.
do like yeah, a completely original.
Who
I don't
was in the
know.
60-second games? We'll
Just
never
start
know.
pulling numbers out of
Yeah.
ad. We'll do
That's what they
that.
should do. Every year they should have a real reaping where they pick a random number, 1 through 75, obviously excluding the ones they've already done.
Mm.
And then they just pick one and they're like, all right, we're making a movie on this one now this year.
Hell yeah.
Keep it going for 70 years.
We got the first trailer for Love, Death, and Robots starring Mr. Beast. You see that? What's that
Yeah, I
about?
saw they had to like CGI a smile on his face because he's incapable of actually doing that.
Nothing is
Yeah,
funnier to me than him proposing in his own branded pajamas with everyone else wearing his branded pajamas.
dude, he's just not a guy.
Oh, it's so funny. He's
He's
not a
not a
guy.
human being.
I didn't watch this trailer to be honest, but
I
I don't
haven't
get
seen the
why
show.
he's in it. None of it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, did you should watch it. Did you watch oh, I can't think of the name now. The video
Secret
game
Level?
version, Secret Level. Thank you.
Nope. I was
I
excited
didn't
for
watch
it, and then
everything.
I didn't watch it, and I heard that it
Yeah,
was just all right.
yeah, there's some good episodes, and then there's some weird ones, but
Yeah, I feel like that's with most anthology shows
yeah,
like that. Like Black Mirror's the same way.
I recommend. I think we've actually watched an episode of Love, Death, and Robots together before.
Uh,
At
not
least one.
remembering.
I think so. Hmm.
I don't know. It's possible.
You should watch it though. Good show. Good show.
All right, I'll think about it.
Speaking
I'll add
of
it to my long list.
nice. Speaking of new shows, The Holdovers TV show in the works. What are we doing? What is going on? Why are we doing this?
You're like, people like this movie. That's a show now.
Like what? I don't think any like details are out, but like what? Why?
It's just
Is it
silly, man.
I'm guessing it's the story just spread out into 10 episodes with or is it
Yeah,
like a
thank God.
different thing? I don't
Maybe it's like a prequel series, and it's about Paul Hunnam when he was a holdover as a child.
oh, that'd be interesting. Like that's the thing. You're gonna
Oh,
you
it wouldn't. Do not lie to me.
but but like you can't get the original cat. Like what is this? What is the point?
It's a dead show that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's probably true. They could do like a anthology thing where he's got a different holdover every year.
Yeah,
Do
that'd
a
be
couple
sick.
episodes.
But he got
Ah, man.
fired at the end, so he can't do it. Maybe he's
Well, no,
holding
but I
over
think
at a
it would
new
be a
school.
different. I think it's a different universe.
What are we doing, man? What are we
Well,
doing?
the
They gotta cancel
holdovers,
this show before
the
I cancel.
HCU.
Oh, the Paul Hunnam verse.
Oh, this is definitely Slop, but it's Slop I'm kind of excited for.
Okay.
How do you feel when okay, I was talking about this with somebody the other day. Slop, right? Pretty
Uh-huh.
much anything with a sequel is slop. Do you agree? Like the
Mm,
Harry Potter movies slop, but they're good slop.
to me, Slop is like major blockbusters where the quality vastly fluctuates, but the fan base for it is maintains like a sturdy level of like rabidness or excitement.
Interesting. I for
feel like you
me,
can't have like an indie slop movie. I mean, you can have like a horror slop
yeah, I
movie
was gonna say a
for
lot of like
sure, but that doesn't necessarily need to have a sequel.
so interesting.
I
For
think
me,
Slop is a
Slop.
movie made without soul, which happens most
Oh,
likely in big IP franchise.
I disagree. I think the second you do a sequel, Slop.
Okay,
Again,
so you would
Slop
say
isn't
Lord
bad.
of the Rings is slop.
All Slop,
Well, I
100%.
mean, I guess now it is, but
I think anything you do a sequel, automatically Slop. Again, Slop isn't bad necessarily.
whoa,
Slop
whoa,
is Slop.
whoa. Are you trying to say The Accountant 2 is slop?
Counting is Slop now, 100%.
You're saying Den of Thieves 2 Pantera is slop?
Slop,
Wrong.
no doubt about it. Or like a reboot, a
A reboot,
prequel,
yeah.
Knives Out, Slop,
I think a prequel. All right, Knives Out slop.
Avatar
I can see
movies,
it.
Slop. It's all
No,
Slop.
you're wrong. You can't call the
It's
Avatar movie
Slop.
slop. It's not
Blade
slop.
Runner,
It's a
Slop, Mad
franchise.
Max, Slop,
No, see, you're losing me.
Godzilla, Slop. It's all Slop.
No, it's
Parasite, soon to be Slop when they do that TV show. It's when you do when you do another one, it's Slop. John Wick,
no.
Slop.
Oh, I can see
Spider-Verse,
that.
Slop.
Okay, we're being ridiculous now.
No, you think Slop means bad. It doesn't. It
A
just
slop
means
doesn't mean bad. It just means that it's made in like the major studio connotation. It's more so made for
Dune,
money than
Slop,
passion.
but everything's made
Dune
for money.
slop. Get out,
Dune
man.
is Slop.
Get out.
3 movies and a TV show?
Dune
Slop.
is not slop. All right, the
Slop.
TV show doesn't count.
That's Slop. That makes it Slop.
But that doesn't count. Nobody watched that show.
Slop. It's getting another season.
Why?
Slop.
Ugh.
The Batman,
I'll
Slop.
give you this. The Batman's not. Oh, all right, it
Penguin.
did have a show. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was a good show though. It wasn't slop. But it's comic book, so I guess I would be like, all right, I could see how you could say that.
Like E.T., not Slop. Only one.
So Jurassic Park is Jurassic World is definitely slop, and they turned
All
Jurassic
Slop.
Park into slop. But the first one is not slop.
It
It
retroactively
does
is.
not retroactively make
Yes, it
something
does.
slop because
Yes,
they
it
added a sequel
does.
to it. No,
Yes,
no,
it
no,
does.
no, no.
So the first Iron Man is not Slop.
The first Iron Man is not slop.
Blade Runner's not Slop.
The first Blade Runner is not
No.
slop.
Yes, it is. It's Slop.
No, it is not.
Yes, it
Emmett,
is.
this is
Indiana
ridiculous.
Jones, Slop.
No, what are you saying?
Yes,
What?
it's Slop. Slop doesn't
not.
mean bad. It's
It
Slop.
doesn't mean bad. You're
The Dark Knight,
equating
Slop.
slop. You're equating slop with a franchise or a series. They are
Yes.
not the same thing.
They are the same.
Incorrect.
When you make it into a franchise, it becomes Slop.
I think it becomes slop when you give it like a legacy sequel, an unnecessary prequel, or a dumb spin-off TV show. So I guess Dune does count as slop. But Dune, the movies do not count as slop. The TV show is slop.
I disagree. I think you're being very generous.
No, because I think it's a franchise or a series, and then it can have slop aspects to that. That doesn't make the whole thing slop.
I think you have a negative connotation of Slop. The stuff
You're
is
throwing the
Slop,
baby out with the
but it
bathwater.
doesn't. Just because it's Slop doesn't mean it's bad.
Slop inherently has a bad connotation.
No, it doesn't.
Inherently?
It does not.
When people say slop, they're never saying, "Oh, it's great."
I love Slop. Thunderbolt.
I do as
Slop.
well, but I
think
mean,
it'll
I'm
be
not
great.
saying that it's like the greatest thing ever.
It can be. Paddington 2, Slop. I love it.
Paddington 2 is not slop,
Paddington
man.
2 is Slop. What are you talking about?
You're a jokester. You're
What are you
pulling my leg.
talking about? It's Slop.
What are you talking about?
How to Train Your Dragon, one of my favorite movies of all time. Slop.
How to Train Your Dragon is
Shrek,
slop.
Slop.
Because they're doing a live action remake.
And there was
Shrek,
3
Slop.
sequels and a TV show. Slop.
There's a TV show for How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is slop.
It's all Slop. Logan,
disagree.
Slop. Great movie.
Disagree.
I don't understand.
So then, in your eyes, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is slop.
Yeah. No, that's the exception.
Okay.
That one's cool.
I was gonna say.
Even like The Last of Us, Slop. But it's good.
It's Slop because it has 2 seasons.
Well, because it's like 2 games, 2 seasons.
Uh, So then Baldur's Gate 3 is Slop because it's the third in a series.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
I haven't thought
oh,
about game slop. Yeah,
oh!
I guess it would be.
No, it wouldn't. No, you're taking the wrong lesson out of this. You're
Well,
supposed to
I
realize that you're
games
wrong.
are different, I think. I don't know
So
if I
then, how
hold
can a
games to the
TV
same
show count
standard.
the same as a movie?
Well, if they made a Baldur's Gate movie or show, then it would be slop for sure.
Well, yeah, that would be bad, and it would be a cash grab instead of
Yeah,
a
I guess
passion
Baldur's
project.
Gate 3 is slop. There's 3 of them.
Man, we've got to move on because I'm getting livid now.
I
This
don't
is ridiculous.
I I don't think slop is bad.
Slop isn't necessarily bad, but the things you're calling slop just aren't slop. That's not
They
what I would
just
just.
are. When you
You would describe the first Blade Runner as slop?
retroactively it becomes slop. When you
No,
do a
how does it not
movie,
retroactively become
when
slop?
you do a sequel
Something is
and a
slop when
show,
it is birthed, Emmett. That
it
is
can
it to me is
become.
slop.
I disagree. The Accountant wasn't slop until they made another one.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, brother. The Accountant one was slop.
How?
Because it's just a dumb action movie.
That is
Slop.
not what makes slop.
I fundamentally disagree with your
I
position.
fundamentally disagree with your position.
Man,
Anyway, on to some slop that I'm excited about. Split Fiction is getting a movie for some reason.
this
It
is
was just
slop because
announced
this is
that
a cash grab.
it was just announced that it was starring Sydney Sweeney
Yep.
as I'm guessing the character Zoe.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
I'm excited for this. I think yeah, whatever.
Is this a real thing that's gonna come out though?
They're moving it very quick. I mean, it's got a director and writers.
Who's directing it?
John M. Chu, baby.
Oh yeah.
And it's being written by the
Wicked.
people that did Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
Rhett Reese and something something.
Something.
I can't remember his name. Dan, maybe? Dan
Dan the Man?
Dan the Man. That might be,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think this could be interesting. I just think the idea of split fiction's really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of that carries over without the like exciting gameplay stuff. But
Yeah.
I think at its core it's a fun idea of like fantasy world, sci-fi world. Do it all
Yeah,
in
this could
one.
work, but I
Yeah.
feel like the game is definitely the best way to experience it
100%.
because they're
I
slopifying it.
agree.
So now the game is slop.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yes. The
Ridiculous.
game is slop.
We've got to move on. I can't
I don't know
I
what to
can't think
tell
about
you.
this anymore.
I don't get why you're so disagreeing.
It's just crazy to say that like the first Blade Runner or the first Avatar movie or even the second Avatar movie
Do
is
you think
slop.
do you think the first Star Wars movie is slop?
Mm, that's tough because it was genre, like a specific hard genre movie. But I wouldn't say that it was slop because it wasn't made with the expectation to be like this huge like franchise moneymaker thing.
But it was.
It
So
turned into that.
would you say
So it
Iron
turned
Man is
into
slop?
slop.
Would you
I
say
said
Iron
earlier,
Man
I wouldn't
slop?
say the first Iron Man is slop.
Hmm.
But though that one, I think you could argue more so is slop than Star Wars because Star Wars made in 1970 whatever is not expected to be a huge franchise, whereas Iron Man they were hoping that that would make money and like launch something. They clearly had plans for it. They had Nick Fury show up at the end of it.
Yeah, but I'd argue Star Wars was also hoping for sequels.
It was hoping for. There's a difference between hoping for sequels and hoping to be like a big, blockbuster hit.
I mean, George Lucas had 10 movies planned.
Okay, that's one guy being. There's a difference between George Lucas being like, I want this thing that I thought of to have 10 movies, and some executive boardroom being like, we need Iron Man to hit this quota so that way we can greenlight this movie and that movie and that movie.
Hmm. I think we
Slop to
disagree
me
on
in
this.
my head is more corporate or money driven than
Yeah,
passion driven.
That's where I think you're wrong.
That's fine. I can't do this anymore.
Last bit of news, kinda. Emma Mackey has been cast in the Greta Gerwig Narnia movie as the White Witch. Good news,
Yes,
because were you so loud it cut out, or was that
I
me
think
doing
so.
it? That's awesome. The good news here is that um Charlie XCX is not in the movie.
No, no, I
I don't have
forgot.
anything against her. I just saw her acting in like a TV show or something.
She was
But
cast in like 15 things all at the same time, but now
what
I
is
guess
going
14
on?
things.
Oh, that's true. Brutal. I
Yeah.
think
The
Emma
same
Mackey's a
thing with
better
Harry
pick.
Styles, man. Why are all these singers and pop stars like, I'm gonna, and they're all British too, by the way.
That's
So
true.
let's look
Another
into that.
epidemic.
Yeah. That's
Stick
the
to what you
thing.
know.
The British people are trying to steal American acting jobs. We
It's
need to
true.
fight it.
That's true. We need to fight back. And
Narnia
that's
is
why,
like inherently British, but this is the
yeah.
American version, man. The
Oh
White
yeah.
Witch is having a Glock.
Oh yeah. Just like Big Bird.
Yeah. Everyone's second favorite character, White Witch with a gun.
That I don't really know a lot about Narnia, to be honest.
I just
But
know James McAvoy was a little satyr man
oh yeah,
in
and
the
everyone
first
wants
one.
Timothy Chalamet to be him.
Yeah, come on, man, grow up. He's not gonna be it.
Do you think Narnia is slop?
I haven't
Netflix
seen it.
Narnia.
Netflix Narnia, yes.
I feel like anything Netflix does is auto
Yeah,
slop.
exactly, exactly.
See, we agree
No,
on
we're not
this.
saying the
On
same
this. On
thing.
this. On this.
Okay, well, you took
On
a
this
long
specific thing.
pause in the middle of your
Well, I
sentence.
didn't think I had to specify.
I thought you were trying to trick and be like, "Yeah, we're both saying the
No,
same thing."
I didn't think it would take
All right,
that long.
all right.
All right.
Ugh.
That's it
Wait,
for the
so you
news.
think anything that's an adaptation is slop? Real quick.
Uh, yeah, I guess like Mickey
So you would call the
17 would be
Green Knight
slop.
slop?
Yes. And like Mickey 17,
All right, man.
like
Let's
anything
move
that's
on.
anything based on a book is slop. I don't
Oppenheimer is slop.
You said all comic book movies are slop because they're based on something.
Well, I'm more so thinking in like they're doing it because it's an established IP. Like
Mm.
you wouldn't call Oppenheimer an established IP unless you're like a real freak,
Like because it's based on that book specifically or the
right?
events.
Because it's
Yeah.
based on that book. Like that's I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to Robert Pattinson for that. He gave Christopher Nolan that book.
I feel Oppenheimer's an interesting one
Mm-hmm. Or is
because it
Killers of the
is
Flower
based.
Moon slop? It's also based on a book.
So maybe I don't. Hmm. Maybe being
I'm
based
I'm
on a
taking this
book
as a win.
doesn't.
We got to move on.
No, well, we have nothing left to move on to. So
Oh,
I guess based on a what the. Oh, I guess being
yeah.
based on a book doesn't equate to slop necessarily.
All right.
But I
Okay.
think it depends on the book. Like Mickey 17 has a sequel, so I think that's more of a
Hmm.
expanded thing. Whereas Oppenheimer is like a bio whatever.
A biographical drama.
Thank you.
A biographical epic.
And
So then that would
let me
make the
flesh this out
Odyssey
a little more.
slop
I
as
was just
well.
gonna say, so I think that it depends on because I feel like the Odyssey I gotta wait till we see it, I guess, but I feel like it depends on the interpretation as well, because there's a difference between like a straight adaptation and the interpretation to an extent.
Mm. So
And I
like you
feel
would
like Christopher
say
Nolan will do more
Anyone
of a
But You
unique.
is slop or no?
Was that based on a book?
It was based on a Shakespeare
Oh,
novel
that's true.
or
It was
play.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't think I would. Isn't what's interesting is I think that's
Hmm.
like a very different take
Right.
on it. Like I think it's taking the core ideas, but I think if I say that slop, then like every movie ever is slop because everything takes something from somewhere.
No, I don't think every movie ever is slop.
I don't either, but I'm saying if I agreed
All right,
with
so we're
that,
saying the same thing.
yeah, we're saying the exact same
All
thing.
right. Glad we can agree on that. So would you call like Mac and Me slop because it's based off like McDonald's?
Is that the Paul Rudd
Yeah, it's the Paul
thing?
Rudd one.
It seems very derivative of E.T.
Mm.
I didn't know it was based on McDonald's.
Yeah, isn't that the whole thing? It's like a McDonald's movie.
Oh, is that why it's Mac?
I believe so. Let me fact check this. Oh, Percy Hines White jump scare on his
I'll put
Wikipedia.
a I'll put a poll out and see what people think. I don't know
All
how
right.
to do it in a quick poll though.
Oh, you can watch Mac and Me on Tubi right now for free. It's got
Oh
Silver
hell
Sun
yeah,
on Rotten
Tubi kind of
Tomatoes.
rocks. Everyone, comment what you think about Slop, how you interpret it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, do
interested.
that. Is it not related to McDonald's?
So like we would both agree that like the new Predator movie is slop, but we agree for different reasons, I think.
Mm, I won't
Like we
answer
have
that till I see it.
crossover. Really? So you think the
Because I think just because
quality
it's a sequel
matters that
doesn't
much?
mean that it's a. I think the quality and the. Yeah, I think it does matter. I think
Interesting.
quality does. Not saying that just because something is slop means it's bad or unenjoyable, but I think that slop is more corporatized and
So,
less. Because Dan Trachtenberg is clearly super passionate about
oh,
the the
100%.
Predator movies. So I think if it's made with a level of passion that supersedes the.
So,
Although I'm more inclined to say that this one is more slopified because it's got the Wayland Yutani crossover stuff,
mm,
and it's a sequel, and it's the second movie he made after Prey. I
so
haven't seen Prey, but I'd be less likely to say
If
that.
Thunderbolts is good, is it not slop?
No, it's slop because it's I think MCU is default slop.
Mm,
MCU, Star Wars, DC, although
but
maybe this Superman could be exempt from that
but
because it's a James Gunn
you
passion
don't think
project.
the Superman movie is slop?
It definitely is, but I don't know why in my head when I was about to
It's
say it's
because you
slop, it felt
like it.
wrong. No, no, no. But I like Thunderbolts, and I'm like, yeah, that's slop. You know?
I think your reasoning is inherently flawed.
I think your reasoning is inherently flawed.
My reasoning has been consistent.
Yeah, consistently wrong. That doesn't mean
I I think you're wrong.
I disagree strongly.
So do you think Man of Steel is slop?
Yeah.
How is that different than
It's not different. I was wrong. Superman is going to be
okay.
slop as well.
Okay, at least we can
I was
agree
just saying
there.
that because I was like, well, it is like a James Gunn passion thing, but that movie is not being made solely off the back of James Gunn being like, I love Superman. It's being made because DC and Warner Bros. Is like, we need to make a fuck ton of money off this
Well, yeah, but
movie.
that's every movie.
For sure. That's why a lot of movies are slop.
Yeah, but like you don't think Predator Badlands is that?
No, it is. That's what I said.
Oh. Oh, I okay.
Like I said, I'd be more inclined to say like Prey isn't because they dumped that thing on Hulu. They weren't really expecting it to be that successful,
Mm,
really.
interesting. I feel streaming stuff is more inherently slop.
I think it is too, but I think Prey is an outlier. I haven't seen it. I'm
Hmm.
just going off of what other
Prey's
people
really
have
good.
said
You should watch Prey.
because it's really good and it's a thing that a guy is passionate about. But it is in a like a franchise like that. So if it already has been slopified, can it be unslopified? That's an interesting question. Well, I know you
How
think things retroactively get slopified, which is
how
just
would it be
ridiculous.
unslopified?
Like if there's a long break and then it's somebody who's like, I love this movie, I want to make it whatever. I guess it's there's like very like specific circumstances that would have to be hit for it to not be slop anymore.
Do you think Mission Impossible slop?
No.
What?
It is, but I'm saying no
Okay. Okay.
because Tom
I
Cruise
can
loves that, man.
I can respect that. Based on a TV show.
It is
Inherent
based on a TV show.
inherent. Hmm. So I guess the Fall Guy is slop.
The Fall Guy is slop. I don't know why it being based on a TV show makes it slop. That thing was
Because
slop.
that's what makes it slop. If it's an original
No,
thing. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. How would
That
it
thing
be
could have been
slop?
wholly original and it still was slop. It was fun slop. I enjoyed it, but
I don't think anything can be original and still slop.
you don't think it can be original and still be slop?
No, I feel like it's a different kind of thing.
Interesting.
But like, the
Hmm.
electric state. Oh well, that's based on a book.
Shoot.
Like that's definitely like I feel like streaming stuff is slop. But
So
I
you would
feel
say
like
G20 is slop? Come on now.
is that the Viola Davis one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. But that's the thing, it's a different type of slop. No,
So is
I guess
You're cordially invited slop or not? That's a game we should do. Slop or not?
I think you would get too angry.
No. I'll behave. That'd be fun though. To argue about
I
like 5 different movies.
I also think if something's in Fortnite, it's automatically slop.
What? So you think Sabrina Carpenter slop? Come on now.
No, that's different.
That's why you think Dune is slop. Okay, makes sense now.
No, Dune is slop. Dune, I can't believe you disagree with me on. It's good. It's a fantastic thing. It's
Mhm.
incredible. I'm grateful
Here's
it
the thing.
exists.
I will say, I'll give you this. Dune is slop. 1984 Dune is slop.
That's I mean, it retroactively becomes slop.
No. Whoa. Hang on. Are you saying that the 2021 version of Dune or even Dune Prophecy is what made Dune 1984 slop?
I
Dune
guess not because it's a
2021
book.
is a rare example of a major, I guess not, I don't know, major IP unslopifying itself. Because 1984, it was made by the
No.
studio. They wanted to have their own Star Wars, and they were like,
Yeah,
sci-fi book that's big, Dune. We'll have David Lynch direct it. David Lynch didn't get final control over it. He said he hated how it came out. He wasn't proud of how it came out. It wasn't really his movie. Studio interference because they wanted to make money. And then in 2021, they let Denis cook and make the Dune movie that he wanted to make. It's purely out of passion. It's made with like a deep level of like
100%.
craftsmanship and like all the way through. And that's not a
100%.
movie that they put that out. They were not expecting Dune to be like a huge
I
box office hit.
I don't think passion has anything to do with slop.
I think it has to.
I I I
I
think
think if
I think
if
Ryan Coogler was very passionate about Creed. It's still slop. It's good. It's a great movie. Everyone involved is really good.
interesting. I don't know if I would call Creed slop, even though it is a spinoff.
It's a
I,
legacy sequel.
I don't
You
know if
said
I'd
legacy sequels. It's
I
after like
know, but
8
things
Rocky
can have
movies.
exceptions, man.
Things can, but your exception is cuz you like it,
No,
which
not
is
true.
yes,
Because
it
there's plenty of
is.
things I like that are slop. But I'm saying, I guess Creed is because they were like, this will make
Creed
money.
we have to Creed
And
is
that's why
slop.
it's made. Yeah, you're right.
That's what every studio is like, yeah, this can make money.
I know, but like, hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
I think you're
I guess
closer to
so.
agreeing with me.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
just
you
can't
just
get on
here's
I can't get
what
on board with you saying something retroactively becomes slop.
okay.
That's
That
ridiculous.
that I get that, but I just think I can understand that to an extent, but I think you're still holding on to slop is bad.
Slop is not inherently
Or
bad.
slop is inherently worse than.
It's not inherently worse.
Okay.
It's just made in a different way. The creative process to make a slop movie versus a non-slop movie is different.
I would agree.
Okay? We're saying the same thing.
I don't know. I think we're close, I think. Do you think Harry Potter's slop?
Yes,
But you don't
absolutely.
think the first one is, or is it because it's a
The
book?
first one is slop because that was made to be like I don't think Chris Columbus was like, "Oh yeah, I love Harry Potter so much, so
Mm,
I've got to make a Harry Potter movie." It was like, "Oh, these are popular books. This will be a huge movie. We're going to make them." You know?
I agree. I also feel like a theme park land makes it more slop.
Mm. Tough scene for Despicable Me.
Oh, well, those are different. That's my one exception.
Despicable Me is not slop, but the Minions are.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
I don't know. I think that's
I do have to think more about the video game thing.
video game is different and
It
tough.
it's I don't know
It's
how.
it's
I
harder.
I think video game turned to movie or show makes it more like Slop, but I don't know how I feel about video game into sequel.
Ooh, how about this? How about movie into video game?
Movie into video. So like
Like a movie tie-in video game. Like X-Men Origins Wolverine. Is that game Slop?
yeah.
Fair
That
enough.
game is good, I think, but
That's what I've heard.
and the Captain America one. So the
Ooh,
Spider-Man
so now,
Spider-Man would be Slop.
yes, I was gonna say, would the was it Captain America Black Panther 1942 video
That game
game?
isn't real. That game's
It
not
is
real.
real. It's
It's
a
supposed to come
real
out
tech
this
demo.
year. It's
It's a real
supposed to
tech
come out
demo.
this year.
Yeah, bro. Well, the voice actor said it's coming out in December.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. That's exciting. I do
But also, it's like, does that guy really know?
probably not.
Like, he just recorded lines. I don't know. Oh, 1943 as well. Excuse me.
That game pisses me off
Why? It's going to be
because
an action adventure
it
video
just
game.
bothers me that it's not Bucky and like it's a random soldier, and it really bothers me for some reason. You see the
Bucky's going to be the
Thunderbolt
post-credit
skin
scene.
in Marvel Rivals? Oh, I know you saw it actually. We talked
I
about it.
have. Yep. I'm
Armed
excited.
and
Haven't
dangerous.
touched
Okay.
Marvel Rivals in
Okay.
since before the thing came into it.
Damn. Are you getting the Fortnite skin?
I don't know.
Nice.
I probably will cave eventually, but I'm gonna try not to.
Are you gonna do Yelena or Bucky?
Elena, man, come on.
That's what I figured. Respect.
Bucky's cool though, but like Florence Pugh is my goat.
Fair.
So
What else do we got? Is
shout
that
out.
about it?
I think that is about
I'm
it.
thinking.
I'm very excited for Thunderbolts. So next
Me
week's
too.
gonna
Next
be
week.
a banger.
Next week will be a big
My
episode.
biggest fear is that it's like bad, and we next week we're like, oh, that stunk more than butts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I am worried I'm getting my hopes up too much
yeah, that's where I'm at.
after those like initial reviews. So I am trying to kind of quell my.
Yeah.
I'll probably be seeing it tonight, so I'll let you know.
Okay, good. You can let me know when we're at the screening on Thursday
Oh yeah, we
because you
will
bought
be
tickets
sitting
right
next to
next
each
to
other.
me.
I didn't know.
It's just funny too because I was like one of the first people to
I
get
was.
tickets.
You were the only. There was 2 seats when I got
Yeah.
tickets, and I. But I mean, that's one of the ones where I'm like, it's gonna be full anyway, and those are the seats I normally go for.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope no one's being annoying in that theater.
I'm gonna be annoying. Oh my god, wait. I don't know. We can cut this if you want. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because it's kind of disgusting. But did you see the tweet? This was like a couple weeks ago, but I just remembered it for some reason because you were talking about if people are going to be weird in the theater.
Yeah.
Did you see the tweet of somebody who was at the fan screening of Thunderbolts? And he was like, oh my gosh, this movie was so good. And like, get your tissues ready, but not for crying.
No.
And someone quote
That's
tweeted it and they were like, oh, hell no. We hashtag fap into Thunderbolts.
That's insane.
Yeah. But then some people were like, I think he
Dude.
means like you're going to be laughing so hard.
Oh.
But I was like, I don't think
That's
that's what that guy meant.
that's
Yeah,
a
it's a weird way.
suspicious way to word that.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah. So that
ew,
was
I
really
hate
gross.
that. I hate that.
I saw that. I was like, this
Oh,
is ridiculous.
that is so
But just it's
insane.
so funny to ask that and put a hashtag on it.
That hashtag fapping at Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, what are
awesome.
we doing, man?
I
I
am.
don't know. Maybe
Oh,
Red Guardian really does it in the movie. We'll see.
that would rock. I am so
Second
excited for
MCU
that
movie with a sex scene. And it's Red Guardian and his
Third.
limo. What's the first? Oh, well, Iron Man, whatever, had one tech, but it didn't have a sex scene. It was them in bed.
Okay,
It
that's
heavily
fair.
implied sex.
There, yeah, okay. I think we should disagree
Let's
on this.
go.
I think we should get a
Let's
fight going again.
go. All right. I may have lost the slop war, but I won the MCU sex war.
Which is much
Let's
better.
go. It's true.
I have a feeling the slop war isn't over. I think we'll be
Yeah.
back to this at some point.
Yeah, next week.
I really need to think about it because I don't know how I like.
We
There's
should
some
do a
things when like I don't know if The Last of Us is slop, but I do feel like it is.
Mm.
I think
Does
it
it become
is.
Slop at season 2?
I don't. I think seasons are different,
Mm.
but I also feel like sequel. Like, does one sequel make it like Kill Bill?
I
Is
think
Kill Bill slop because it has one sequel, but it was also supposed to be one full movie?
Sure thing. Quentin Tarantino counts it as one movie, so that it's not Slop then.
There's a lot to consider.
Yeah. We should do a Slop, not Slop draft.
We should, but I feel like I wouldn't be very fun because I just think anything with a
No, like
sequel
you
is
gotta
slop.
draft things that you would consider Slop that I wouldn't.
Oh,
That's the
that'd
difference.
be fun. I have a lot.
So it's Slop, but also not Slop.
That'd be fun. La La Land slop
How is alright.
because Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone were in other movies together.
They're not no.
I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I realized halfway through getting annoyed that you were lying. You were trying to get
Your
a
initial,
rise out of me.
your initial, like
I was like, "What? That doesn't even make a lick of sense, Emmett."
that's awesome.
Oh man,
All
you
right,
really
is
had me going there.
that it?
All right, yeah, I like that. Before this episode, we were like, we don't really have much to talk about,
I
and then we
know.
just ranted about people in movie theaters
For
and Slop
30
for
minutes
an
and then
hour.
slop. Yeah. We had like
Yeah,
6 real pieces of news.
yeah.
Yeah. I would recommend The Ugly Stepsister to anyone who wants
hmm
who likes a body horror kind of thing. It was pretty gross. I almost threw up.
Nice.
And I would also recommend The Accountant too, because it's a fun time.
I would
And
recommend.
I
Oh, sorry.
no, you go, you're good.
I'd recommend. Hmm.
I would
Oh, I hang on. I saw 2 other movies this week for the
oh
first
hell yeah.
time. So On Swift Horses as well. That's the one I'd recommend. But I watched Rogue One, a Star Wars
Oh
story
hell
for
oh
the
we could have
first
talked
time.
about this for like an hour.
Yeah.
Damn
What
it.
a
Oh, we
banger.
didn't talk about the new Last of Us episode. Did you see it?
I didn't watch episode
Okay,
3
good.
yet.
Good.
So
We don't have
that's why
time.
I texted you this morning and I was like, I literally haven't seen anything. Even though was up all night last night and didn't sleep, I didn't think to put Last of Us on. But yeah, Rogue One, very good. I'm gonna watch Andor soon, maybe if I can stop playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah.
So I might not get to it. But I saw the Pride and Prejudice re-release.
Oh, I almost
What
did
an
that.
absolute banger,
I
Emmett.
didn't know Matthew McFadden was in it.
Yes,
I like
my
him.
sweet darling boy, Tom
My
Wambsgans.
my boy Paradox.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that cast is like crazy though. It's got Rosamund Pike,
Oh, is it
Carrie
Keira Knightley?
Mulligan's in it. Keira Knightley, yep.
She's
You
the
know
main
what?
girl.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking watching that though? For like 80% of the runtime, I was like, Keira Knightley used to be in movies. What happened?
Yeah,
She just
I
stopped
agree.
being in things.
She, yeah. What was the last thing she was in? The
She was in a Netflix like mini series or TV show Black Doves with the
uh,
voice of Paddington, Ben Whishaw.
oh hell yeah. The last like movie like most recent movie I think I've seen her in is the post credits of the last Pirates of the Caribbean. But there's
Ooh.
no way that was her last appearance.
Yeah. And she was in like episode 1 of Star Wars, right? To tie it
Yeah,
back
she's
to
Padme's
like double or
like
whatever.
yeah. Karen Knightley. All right, we can end this.
Yeah.
I'm the
Sorry.
worst with ending. Thanks
All
everybody
right.
for sticking around through
Through this.
so much yapping. Next
Yeah.
week
Let
will be
us.
Thunderbolts. We'll have a big, and I
Mhm.
think there should be some big news this week. I feel like
Inside scoop.
I don't think it's an inside scoop. I just think we're getting something doomsday related.
Oh.
It's not. I have no reason to think this. I have no knowledge. It starts
Mm.
filming today. I feel like we'll get a first look at
Oh.
something,
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
but yeah, I have no reason to believe that.
Alrighty.
And yeah, thanks
Yeah.
everybody for hanging out.
Like, subscribe, follow, rate,
Boom, boom.
all that
Comment.
stuff.
I'm curious how everyone feels about our slop discussion.
Yeah.
I want to
That might
know.
be the first time that sentence has ever been uttered by anyone on this planet. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts on our slop discussion was.
Just imagining like two pigs
Yeah.
chatting. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, taking forever to end
Yeah.
this.
And eat that slop up.
Eat that slop. Never
Yummy,
stop.
yummy.